Hey guys, this is going to be a quick video to show you how to add touch buttons to your game using Touch Input Manager. This continues from the previous video, so if you haven't watched it yet, I do recommend you look at it first, because this will skip over some stuff that video covered. You can find a link to that video in the description. So, to add a button, we need to open up our layout and input editors again. In our input editor, we go to Create, Button. Okay. The process is exactly the same as the joystick. Okay, we can give it a name. We'll call this one Jump Button because it makes more sense. You can preview it in the preview area. Okay, and again you got your animation stuff. This one doesn't have a lock X and Y axis. Obviously, it's a button. Okay, so once we've done that, we want to open up our layout, and we're going to drag in the button into our layout. Now we need to make room for both of these things, okay? We're going to make the joystick take one half of the screen and the button take up the other half. I'm going to put some buffer in between the two as well, okay? So there's a dead zone in the middle. Now we're going to give the ID to a button. We'll give it the jump ID because that's what the button does. And we're going to hit build IDs because our IDs are now out of date. Okay, so now that's done. Everything's green lighted. We're going to close these windows. We don't need them anymore. And we'll open up our roll around script. Okay. Now, I've done the code before, but I'll show you how to do it with Touch Input Manager. So firstly, we have to detect whether the player has pressed the button or not. And it's very easy to do this. It's exactly the same as the input that comes with Unity, right? What we'd do is with the input that's built into Unity, we'd write input dot get button down, and it will tell us whether a button is down or not. So we did the exact same thing. Touch Input Manager dot get button down. Okay, you also got get button and get button up. These work exactly the same way as they do in Unity's input class. Okay, so on get button down, we pass it the ID of the button, which is jump. We pass it the ID of the layout, which is our first layout. We've defined these all in the editor, and that's it. Okay, now when we do detect that the button's been pressed, what do we want to do? We're going to add force to our rigid body. In the up direction, multiply the up direction by the jump force, and the force will be a impulse. And we'll just declare a jump force variable. Now we'll go back to the editor and look at our ball object. We'll give it a jump force of, say, 3. Okay, I'm going to save my. I don't need to save it, but I'll save it just for my sake. We'll hit play. Okay, so we've got our joystick, which moves the ball around really slowly. We'll change that. So we've got the joystick that moves the ball around. Okay, and the button that when we press it makes the ball hop. Okay, maybe that's a bit too small. We'll make it hop, say by 5. Yeah, that's a bit better. Okay. So now if we had, like, you know, a plane to jump to, roll towards it and jump. Ooh. And that's all there is to it. Okay. Again, this will just work once you build to Android or iOS. These buttons just function. And I hope you found this video useful as well. Thank you.